Hi everyone, today I am joined by Jennifer Wood. She's actually our marketing manager for Supermums, and she's going to share her experience as someone who came from a traditional marketing background, why she decided to upskill in Salesforce in 2018, and just as a result now, the flexible but also remote career that she's been able to forge that really is much more conducive to her family life. So Jennifer, for those that don't know your background, obviously prior to doing Supermums admin course in 2018, you worked in marketing. Why did you decide to upskill in Salesforce?
Yeah, so as you said, I've been in marketing for a long time, well before I even knew about Salesforce even existing. I've been in marketing for over maybe 15 years, and I went on maternity leave in 2017 and didn't think there would be any issue with me going back to my normal marketing role. That wasn't the case, and I had to look at other options. My husband at the time, he worked in Salesforce and saw an event that Supermums were at, heard about them mentioned to me. And at the time when he first mentioned it, it wasn't really suitable because I was in a role. And by the time that actually it was relevant, I thought I'm going to have a little look and see actually what this is about. At the time, it was the Salesforce admin course that was offered. Marketing Cloud wasn't something that Supermums were offering at that time. But it was that, is there a way that I can potentially do that admin and then get my foot in the door into Salesforce and then go into a marketing focus role because that's my background? As it happened, yes, that's what happened. So I did the course in 2018 with Supermums, got my admin cert, and actually I didn't do anything with it for a while. And then I saw a job on LinkedIn for a marketing manager internally at Supermums. I obviously went for the interview, etc., and I got the job, and the rest is history. I started with Supermums in January 2020 as their marketing and PR manager, and I think it's definitely opened a whole avenue of possibilities and roles in the Salesforce ecosystem that otherwise just wouldn't have been available without having that admin cert.
How would you say now, Jen, like how does your role working in Salesforce differ to your role as a traditional marketer? Obviously, you probably do apply a lot of your background and knowledge in terms of marketing, but in terms of just the logistics of the role and in terms of how it works around your life now, like what is the main differences for you pre Salesforce compared to now, working in a Salesforce company?
I think the main thing is flexibility. Traditionally, and this was probably the same for lots of companies before COVID happened, it was that you have to go to work, you have to be sat at a desk. That's the way we think that people are most productive. And COVID, I think, showed us that's not the case. It forced traditional companies that have that mindset that you can be productive and be at home. I'm actually probably more productive and probably work longer hours, not by being forced to, purely by choice of being here, and that's what I do now. Salesforce offers you that flexibility. So I can be sat on the beach, in a coffee shop, at home, in the lounge, in my office. It doesn't really matter where. And I think traditionally that wasn't the case. You had to go to work and be sat at an office. And that's, if you didn't do that, you won't be classed as being productive. That's definitely not the way, the Salesforce way. It's definitely not the mindset that sits, particularly in the tech industry. In terms of marketing, the way it's differed, I've been in marketing for such a long time, in the days of, you put your adverts in the paper, they went into print. Yes, you used to do your adverts. Yes, you used to do your events. You used to do your flyers and all that type of stuff. It's moved definitely towards, well, everything is digital, right? The future is digital and it's got no chance of slowing down. And everything we do, particularly at Supermums, yes, we do lots of promotion. Yes, we do lots of social. That when I first started, social wasn't a thing. I remember actually first getting a Twitter account for a company I worked for and being able to share posts like it was, oh, we're on social, this is amazing. But for Supermums, the most important thing is word of mouth. That's still the most popular way that people find it, is through word of mouth. We've written some content recently and we've said that, we aren't for the masses because of the holistic approach, that personalized approach that we give to people. And that doesn't necessarily suit everybody. We want to be able to handhold you and support you through that learning process. And some people just want to buy an online course and just do it, and they don't need any help. That's not what Supermums is about. It's that community, that hand-holding, that support, that mentoring, that coaching, that full end-to-end process to help you get that job and help you on in your career. And at the end of it, it doesn't stop. You might have done a course with us, you might not never ever want to do another course with ever again, but you're part of that community, you're part of the alumni, and we will help you in whatever that might be, with recruitment or coming to an event or whatever it might be.
Obviously, as your role now, it's creating content around Supermums, the courses that we provide, and just empowering more parents and women into the tech industry and showing them what's possible through a career in tech and, you know, that remote working and that flexible aspect. So you did our admin course because Marketing Cloud at the time wasn't available. That got your foot in the door, you know, it upskilled you in Salesforce, and now you're able to apply both, I guess, the education and knowledge from the Salesforce admin course, but also your background in marketing. So with our course Marketing Cloud, for anyone that's watching this, like, who would you say that course is ideal for?
I think more and more knowing about what Marketing Cloud is probably important for everybody. But I would say if you are a marketer like I was, like I am, and you are looking to future-proof yourself, to take yourself from that traditional marketer into that digital space, you know, it's all about the customer, the journey, the touch points. It's not about just sending that one message or sending that one email and that blanket to everybody. It's tailoring that approach to, you know, one size doesn't fit all. It's learning those skills and upskilling and making yourself future proof. I think that's probably why it's good to imagine that. It might not even be Marketing Cloud, it could be in Pardot. You know, I'm self-taught in Pardot with what I do. I use Pardot every single day at Supermums. I would like to upskill and I would like to do the Marketing Cloud cert myself. But I definitely think the way that everything is going, particularly with new content that was put out and shared at Dreamforce, talking about the new Genie product, there's such a big push and focus towards Marketing Cloud and people learning and upskilling. I definitely think it's something that people need to look at and consider, particularly if you're a marketer. You definitely need to know this skill.
Yeah. So like you said, future-proof your future-proof your career if you're already in the marketing arena. And I guess for anyone that isn't, they're already in Salesforce, but maybe they're working, you know, as an admin, it enables them if they want to niche down and upskill, you know, in those marketing, the technology within marketing within Salesforce. And, you know, as you said at Dreamforce, what they're showing now is there's lots of technology platforms and programs being launched around that area. So in terms of just, I guess, Pardot, would you maybe just quickly touch on that for those that maybe don't know what Pardot is? Do you see this as a platform now that, you know, is being used widely within the Salesforce arena? And do you think it's, you know, important that somebody within the marketing arena upskills in that?
I think it all depends on the, you know, the tools that you use and how you market out to your clients, what's suitable for your business. Obviously, one thing doesn't necessarily fit for everybody else. I think Marketing Cloud is particularly good for a B2C, you know, particularly if you're a retailer, you know, for the Wizzy Tech and stuff that they do. We particularly use Pardot. Like I said, I've used other platforms like MailChimp or Active Campaigns. I'm sorry, I thought I turned the notifications off. They keep beeping. But it's something that we use every day. We use it at Supermums for our email comms. We use it for if you were to download one of our information packs, it then pops your details into Pardot. It then obviously creates an opportunity so that we can engage with you. We can send you out the relevant content that's suitable to you based on your preferences and what you've told us that you're interested in. I know now it's not called Pardot. They've changed the name. It's some long-winded title that I can't remember off the top of my head. But that is something that we have also included as a mini course at the end of our Marketing Cloud course, a Pardot course. We will need to change the name and rebrand it into that new name now based on the release that Salesforce did in April this year. But it's definitely that taster that gives you a little, almost dipping your toe in the water of what it is and how it might help you, because they are both, there's similarities and there's differences. Yeah. We've actually got a blog. Maybe we can pop the link in the chat or in the comments for that, of what the difference is between Marketing Cloud and Pardot and how they work and which one would suit you based on what you do, what you use, your business needs, etc.
So for anyone that's watching this, if you want to know more, whether you're already in Salesforce and you're looking to niche down and, you know, learn these further skills and just, as Jen said, like really future-proof your career, but also enhance your career in terms of the different options, routes that you can go down, then, you know, look into our Marketing Cloud course and you can book a call with one of our career coaches, find out what's entailed in the course. We're going to be doing a live shortly this week where we'll be going live with the trainer, Sheila, who is the certified trainer for our Marketing Cloud course. You can learn all about, you know, from her exactly what the course entails. You can come on, ask any questions. If you can't make it live, then do send me questions ahead of the call or comment below this video. and that way you can get all of your questions answered. But I would just say for anyone who wants to learn more about how to launch their Salesforce career, whether it's in marketing, whether it's as an admin, whether it's as a business analyst, then look at the different courses that Supermums offers and just get all of your questions answered and find out what route could be a good fit for you. But I think the thing with like technology and Salesforce, it's not going away. 9.3 million jobs are expected to be created by 2026, I believe it is, within this space. So it's a massive growing industry. And I think for anyone that's in the position that perhaps Jen was, 3-4 years ago now almost, as a mum, looking at a way to still have that career that fulfilled her, but equally it was something that was able to fit around her family life, then Salesforce and tech is definitely the industry to explore if you want more flexibility and that opportunity to work remotely. So thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. I'll drop the links to the blog that Jen mentioned, to our Marketing Cloud course, and to our website. And if you get any questions, feel free to reach out to either one of us. Is there anything else that you want to add, Jen, just before we wrap up?
Probably the only thing that's most important, I suppose, for people who aren't in the industry, who aren't a Salesforce admin, who are maybe a traditional marketer and they don't know anything about Salesforce, the most important thing is we use the word tech. I think you don't have to be techie to do it. I am not techie. I can't write code or any of that, but I still have a successful and a flexible career. I'm well paid. I enjoy my job. I work for a great company, and I'm not a techie person working in tech. So please don't let that put you off, particularly if you are a complete newbie, have never heard of it before, because it's not as scary or as daunting as it might first sound.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, thanks so much, Jen. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we will speak to you soon. Bye.